Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Zoe if you are new here, and today's video is going to be another full coverage Friday, and I will be reviewing a foundation that has been highly requested for like the last 2 weeks, and I finally got my hands on it, so I'm excited to be trying it out for you guys to really test out how full coverage and how good it actually is. If you are new here, please subscribe before you leave, join our little family, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments what foundations you guys want to see in future full coverage Friday videos, and make sure you turn on your post notifications, that way you get notified every time I post a new video. That is it for right now, so happy Friday, and if you are ready to see what foundation I'm going to be using and how it performs, then just keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and prime. I'm going to zoom you guys in, that way you can see everything as I'm applying it. Okay, so for primer, I'm going to be using the DERMABLEND INSTAGRIP Jelly Primer. This is my go-to primer currently. I love it. I think it's really good. I'm just going to apply this all over my face so we can get ready for foundation. Alright, and for foundation today, I'm going to be using a highly requested foundation. This is the new Juvia'S Place I Am Magic Foundation. This retails for $20 and it is sold at Ulta, or it is sold on Juvia'S Place's website, but I am in the shade IBIZA 530. Hopefully this looks pretty good on me. It comes in 42 shades, so that is a pretty good shade range. I will be using a brush and a sponge to show you the different finishes of each item. I'll be using a sponge on this side and a brush on this side. This is the Morphe contour and highlight sponge, I believe, and then this is the Morphe M439 brush. So we're going to start out with the brush side. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of put this on the back of my hand. This isn't a squeezy tube. I really like the packaging a lot. It's really pretty and really cute. The color is nice and pretty. This is a pretty thick foundation. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, it's a pretty thick foundation. So I'm just going to dip my sponge in it and then just start applying it to my skin. The coverage is amazing, which I already knew was going to be the case, but wow. Okay, so I know on camera it looks a little light, but in person it doesn't really look that light. However, like my body, my shoulders are much darker than my neck, but in person it really doesn't look that bad. I could probably go up like one shade, but I promise in person, like it looks pretty even with my neck and chest area. Just my shoulders are really dark. With the sponge, it does look pretty good on my skin. I'm pretty impressed. I feel like I'm gonna like this a little bit more with the sponge just because the coverage is so full. Yes, I'll probably need less product with the brush, but because it's so full, I want more of a hydrated like appearance to it. I don't want it to be super duper matte, and with the brush it's going to give me the full matte. We're going to go ahead and start on this side of the face. So same thing, I'm just going to dip into the foundation and then I'm going to start applying it. Okay, so that is the foundation with one coat on each side, the brush side and the sponge side. The coverage is out of this world. The coverage is crazy good. It is a little bit heavier than some of the foundations I've tried in the past, but overall it looks pretty good. But yeah, so far I'm liking it. I'm going to give you guys a close-up really quickly so you can see what it looks like on my face up close, and then I will show you what it looks like when I am done with all my makeup. It is still kind of tacky. It's not super tacky. Like, you could get away with wearing this without setting it, especially if you are dry. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this if you have dry skin though. I feel like it would be a little bit too heavy and a little bit too harsh for dry skin, but I will probably set it. I don't like my foundations to be tacky, so I will most likely set it. But I'm going to give you guys a close-up really quickly so you can see what it's looking like, and then I will update you when I have all of my makeup on. So here's a full face view. Here is the sponge side. Here is the brush side. You guys, I am having the hardest time filming this video. Everything is going wrong. So in the last clip that you guys just saw, in the first half of the video, my audio messed up somehow. I recorded my audio on my phone, and I got a call in the middle of me filming, and I think it cut off the audio, and so the audio didn't save. So the audio is going to be different in that clip than it is in this clip. Hopefully this audio is better, is fine. But I apologize for that. And then I just sat down and like started informing you guys about the foundation, and I wasn't even recording, but I was recording my audio. I don't know, but I am done with my entire face of makeup, and I don't honestly know how I feel about this foundation right now. Like, the coverage is just absolutely amazing and I love it. But for textured skin, it just looks really, really heavy and a little dry. I'm really hoping that throughout the day, it looks better as my oils start to kind of peak. But I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but it's just not my favorite. This would probably be a really good foundation to wear, like, if it's super duper hot outside and I am gonna be like sweating and stuff. Or if you have like overly oily skin. My skin has calmed down on the oily aspect of it, but it still does get oily throughout the day. Like, my T-zone gets oily throughout the day, so I have like more combination skin than anything. At least right now I do. But yeah, it's not my favorite. I don't like the way it's sitting on top of my texture. Like, it's bringing a lot more attention to my texture than some of the other foundations that I've tried. But if you have really oily skin and you don't have a lot of texture, but you have a lot to cover up, I think you would absolutely love this foundation. But yeah, I'm gonna wear it throughout the day and let you know how it performs throughout the day. I've had this on since about 2:20. It's like 3:20 right now, so it took me about an hour to do my whole face. But yeah, I've had this on since 2:20. I'm gonna keep it on as long as I possibly can. I'll probably keep it on to like 10-ish. Hopefully I like it a little bit more throughout the day. I mean, it honestly does not look bad. That's just me kind of nitpicking at it. It does still look really, really good, and I am still pretty impressed with it for it being a $20 foundation, and the coverage is just unmatched. Like, it's so crazy good. So we'll see what happens from here, but I'm gonna give you guys a close-up so you can see what it's looking like on my skin, and then I will update you guys at the end of the night. So here's a full face of view. Here is the sponge side. And here is the brush side. Okay, so I am back with an update for you guys. I know I switched my filming setup, but honestly I didn't want to like set up my actual filming setup, so this is what we're working with. And you see my pup passed out on my side of the bed. It is currently 10:22, so I've had this on for almost exactly, or about exactly 8 hours. And I have a couple things to say about this foundation. Sadly, this isn't my favorite foundation. It's a little bit too heavy. I felt like throughout the day it probably looked a little bit better when my oil started to peek through. And this actually controlled my oils a lot, so if you have really, really oily skin, then you'd probably really like this. But I told you guys earlier that I feel like it brings attention to my texture. And I feel like that more so now than I did when I first put it on. I think it looks a lot worse on my texture now than it did in the beginning. Which is sad. I do have a little bit missing off of my nose. I'm not really sure why. It's kind of like in an odd pattern. It could have been from like my dogs or my daughter. But yeah, it's just clinging on to everything. It made me have smile lines, and I don't have smile lines. I don't ever get smile lines in any other foundation. My smile lines are not prominent at all. it just looks way too heavy for me. Like, I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm sad. Like, I feel like maybe this would be good mixed in with a foundation, like another foundation, to make another foundation more full coverage. But I don't even want to take the chance with that. I'll probably just end up returning it. I'm so sad I don't like this foundation. I really, really, really was hoping that this was going to be like an amazing foundation, like the Makeup Revolution one was when I discovered that one. But yeah, I'm very sad. The coverage is absolutely amazing. If you have oily skin, I would still give this a try. Maybe my skin is just too dry for it. I don't know. Maybe my texture is just a little bit too much. I have too much for it to cling on to. But if you have oily skin, I still would try it. If you don't like it, you can always return it. You know, no big deal. It's only $20. So if you don't like it, you can get $20 back. So, but yeah, I'm a little disappointed, a little sad. Everything about the foundation is great. The coverage is absolutely amazing, amazing, amazing. It just didn't work with my skin type. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys close up and let you guys see for yourself what I'm talking about. Here's a full face view. Here's the sponge side. Here is the brush side. Alright guys, so those are my final thoughts. This foundation is a no-go for me. I will be returning it. I did not like it at all. Not for my skin type. I really wish it did work out for me, but sadly it did not. But if you do want to try this, I would still go and check it out if you absolutely wanted to. If you're still not sure that it would work with your skin type, I would still go try it out because you can just return it at the end of the day if you don't like it. But yeah, those are my final thoughts, guys. Sadly, this is going back to the store. But yeah, that is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!